Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie and welcome to another episode of a series where I've decided to talk about some of the technology that you probably never even knew existed. And today I thought we would talk about the shot in the box, aka your booze buddy. And this is a product which was released in 1975 by a company called Poynter Inc. And I got this at a flea market for close to nothing, and I was really surprised as to the fact that this was actually so old. I just assumed that it was sort of like a modern day product with sort of a vintage look, but it is actually quite a old item. And this seems to be a sort of early version of stuff I've seen quite a lot these days, where you would have like this sort of mystery box. You'll sort of place a coin on the top of the box, and then like a small lid opens up and a hand grabs a cute kitty paw or stuff like that. So this is sort of a variation on that, but a bit more adult themed. If we just open this up, here we got the original instructions for the shot in the box. So it is battery powered, and here you can see you sort of fill liquid, which is then supposed to be alcoholic liquid, into the machine, which quite honestly I think feels a bit not on the safe side. I don't know, liquid and electronics isn't really a overly good mix. But yeah, so this is how it works. You fill in some liquid into the machine, and then it will essentially be able to pour you a drink. So you don't really need a personal butler, because as the advertising states, yeah, the poor man's butler. Poor man's. Yeah, I see what you tried to do there. Okay. Anyway, this is the box. Really plain. Was actually in surprisingly good shape. Still had the plastic on and all that. Here you can see small little sticker which says press here. And there is actually a lid here, which I can actually just... I think I can open this up. There we go. So here you can sort of see some of the interior mechanics of the thing. Got a small arm in there that's supposed to pour you a shot. Small cork, I'm not going to pick that up now, but that's essentially where you fill in the fluid. And then on the back here, got a small lid, put the batteries in. And this is also works, if the batteries are not in there, it also works as a small compartment for this other thing that's in the box, which is this little miniature plastic funnel. So I find it kind of weird that this fits in this compartment, but once you put the batteries in, you really got no place to put this, because it doesn't fit in the box together with the machine, unless of course you can jam it in here, but I don't know, it feels like it's a bit odd that this doesn't have a natural storage space. Once you put the stuff in, you will need a glass. I haven't actually filled this with anything right now, but it states you press here, so I just decided to try and press there. But nothing really happens. I was sort of expecting that you just lay your hand on there like it's a sort of a sensor thing. But when I looked at the technology, there's actually nothing underneath. There's nothing on the other side. So this is just a sticker. There's no sensory thing. And then I realized the effect that it's actually supposed to have is that this little leg here, this is actually a button. And this is really tough to put in. The other ones here are just bolted down. Those are solid, but this is actually a button. So I'm going to try to put it at a sort of okay angle. So yeah, let's just go ahead. And there's the turn. It is also ridiculously loud, as you can hear. I mean, I was thinking like, oh, you're sitting by the fire, it's so cozy. You wanna get a little shot for your vintage erotic magazine. So yeah, I just gotta push this thing. Oh, yeah, you also have to hold it down a little bit, otherwise the thing doesn't come out, it just goes to there. So I'm just pushing it on the bottom now. You sort of see it. It waits for a bit, and then it pivots, and essentially it's supposed to pour stuff out. So, yeah. Got some really bizarre mechanics to it. So I guess we have to try this out with liquid just to see if it actually works. So I decided to pick up a small towel just in case this whole situation backfires on me. So I'm not getting too much water everywhere. Lay this out like so. First I'm just, whoops, just pulling out the cork and it disappears into the machine. Ah, there we go. Grab this little thing. And then, as you can see, there is a gauge B provided. You can see right there. So essentially that's that little thing on the side there. And so that essentially has, you can see here, as the liquor fills the tank, a small white ball will rise inside the gauge. So that's how you will know that it's full. And obviously, once you fill this with water, you really don't want to turn it upside down, because then the water will essentially leak out. So hopefully I can do this without fucking anything up. So you really have to keep your eye on the ball here. Literally. Ah, yeah, okay, so the ball has risen, which you might not be able to see, but you'll just have to trust me that it actually did. So, last drop of liquid in there, okay. So far so good. Putting the little cork back. Because I'm pretty sure this is, I think you have to do that, otherwise the pumping mechanism won't actually work. At least not to the point where it will actually pour something. So now you don't want to lift this, you don't want to tilt it, you want to keep it as is. So it doesn't appear to be leaking, I don't think it does. No, looks good. So I got my shot glass. It's a bit larger than your typical shot glass, but this was essentially the best glass I could find because I didn't really have a shot glass. So just go ahead and see if we get this to work. Okay, fingers crossed. God damn it, where's my drink? Right, let's try again, because I'm guessing it might just be a question that, you know, it has to pump the water into the machine, I don't know. Come on! Give me that drink! Oh, you fucking bastard! Don't hold out on me, man. This was also part of why I was a bit worried or concerned about trying this. So I mean, once I get the water in there, how the hell am I gonna get it out? This doesn't, to be honest, I don't think this is actually working. No. Well, this was certainly quite anticlimactic, and I'm definitely gonna have to open this up and try to figure out if I can get it to work, but quite honestly, I'm guessing, you know, there's some small piece of it that doesn't really work anymore, so yeah, a shame. I mean, it's a fun gadget nevertheless, but I never did get that drink. So, in any case, I guess we're just gonna have to box this up again. That is essentially it for me today. I'm gonna put this shot in the box back into the box and presumably not use it for a very long time. But yeah, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and as usual, hope to see you all next time.